My Lords, I stand to speak in favour of the bill before your Lordship's House at second reading, but first may I congratulate the noble Lord Whitehead on his maiden speech. And my first recollection really of Southampton was visiting the Royal Research Ship Bransfield before it departed for the Antarctic, and as a 10-year-old that was such an exciting visit to go and explore that ship before it travelled to some of the most harshest high seas that we know on the planet. The world's oceans support biodiversity, regulate climate, store carbon, sustain global food webs, and provide critical genetic and biological resources. Protecting them is vital not only for ocean health, but for the stability and the well-being of the entire planet. Thus, I thank the noble Lord, the Minister, for bringing this bill, together with the noble Baroness, the Minister, and seeking for its speedy but well-scrutinised passage so that the UK can have a seat at the first conference of the parties of the UN BBNJ. May I start my observations with some medieval manuscripts. Many of the cathedral libraries of this nation contain wonderful collections, and over the years I've been struck by the amount of graffiti in the margins of such documents, doodles by monks and scholars down through the centuries, which quite frequently are little drawings of scary sea monsters. The leviathans jump out at you as you turn the vellum. These sea monsters and the mysteries of the recesses of the deep captured the imagination of our forebears. The flood and Noah, the parting of the Red Sea, the exploits of Jonah in the belly of the whale, the trials of Job when he is asked, "Have you entered into the springs of the sea or walked in the recesses of the deep?" The sea journeys of St. Paul with his dramatic shipwreck and the book of Revelation's glassy sea have all been analysed and interpreted, yes, and doodled, my lords. Long has been the respect for the sea, for the oceans, this place of chaos beyond our taming, this place of mystery with depths beyond human reach, with the glimpses of its wonders reported back by adventurous travellers. Indeed, 32 of the 150 psalms refer to the sea. For example, the psalmist speaks of how some went down to the sea in ships, doing business on the mighty waters. They saw the deeds of the Lord, his wondrous works in the deep. My lords, those wondrous works in the deep are under threat. We have lost a respectfulness for the high seas in favour of an exploitative attitude. Deep-sea mining, overfishing, pollution, ocean acidification, oil and gas extraction are all threats that are faced. Our oceans provide diverse ecosystems, including hydrothermic vents and cold seeps, with many endemic species within a small area. Our oceans act as the largest carbon sinks on the planet, storing carbon in deep-sea sediments, reducing atmospheric CO2 and slowing global warming. Our oceans are nursery grounds for commercially important species and play an important role in the life cycle of many others, including creatures great and small, known and yet unknown, as the noble Lord Krebs has outlined. Our oceans recycle nutrients that eventually resurface and support marine food webs. Our oceans are genetic and biological resources, reserves of such resources, including those species with such unique adaptations that they can live in extreme pressure, in darkness, in toxic chemical environments, all of which are valuable potentially in biotechnology, medicine and industry. And the list goes on, my lords. In ratifying the BBNJ agreement, we do need, though, to ensure that our own waters, and particularly the biodiversity of our marine protected areas, are conserved and well managed. That is why I urge His Majesty's Government to publish its response to the consultation on bottom trawling in marine protected areas. I would also ask the noble Baroness, the Minister, to update your Lordships on progress towards a complete ban of this seabed damaging activity in these areas, as advised by the Environmental Audit Committee. My Lords, protecting our oceans is vital not only for ocean health, but for the stability of the entire planet and the flourishing of humanity. That's why the government is right to bring forward the ratification of the High Seas Treaty, and I fully support them.